There's actually many stories in the Quran, and only one of them actually has a beginning, a middle, and an ending. All the rest of them pick up in the middle, or they leave off before it's ended. So the Quran is very different, and Muslims don't turn to the Quran like Christians do the Bible. I mean, Christians will go to the Bible for their guidance. Muslims will go to the imams for guidance, expecting the imams to explain the Quran to them. But they're not going to go directly to the Quran for any exegesis. They're going to go to their teachers first, generally speaking.
And I start reading the pages of Scripture, encountering this God, and God's pretty awesome. This was a study Bible that my friend David had given me. I would, out of exasperation, I'd say something like, God, how do I know you can even hear me when I pray? And I'd read the footnote. If you want to know that God hears you when you pray, turn to 1 John 5. Sweet, boom, thanks. I start reading. And so I'm going back and forth within the Scripture, and I finally get to Matthew chapter 10. And here's what I read in Matthew chapter 10. He who confesses me before the people of this world, I will confess before my Father in heaven. And he who denies me before the people of this world, I will deny before my Father in heaven.
Contradictions between those different
There
versions.
were, and this was the stuff that really began to get me, because as a Muslim, I did not know what I'm about to tell you, which is crazy. Muhammad handpicked 4 teachers of the Quran. Again, according to Sahih Bukhari. Read book 61 of Sahih Bukhari if you want to know how the Quran was compiled. Of these 4 teachers that he handpicked, 2 of them, one's named Abdullah ibn Mas'ud and the other one's named Ubay ibn Ka'b. These 2 teachers, 2 of the 4 greatest teachers of the Quran, disagreed with today's Quran. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said there should only be 111 chapters. Ubay ibn Ka'b says there should be 116 chapters. Today's Quran has 114 chapters.